Welcome to Chiliwack, Canada. Look at it. Skyvan ready, mountains in the background. Ready for some flying today. Welcome to my third behind the scenes video. This one is about one of my favorite new projects, Abbottsford in Canada. It was my first project on the other side of the ocean and it didn't disappoint. This video will be the last in this format. These videos were pieced together with the available footage, but I now have a pretty good idea about what I need to film. So in the upcoming projects I'll be filming more and I'll try to create a more vlog-like series. Immediately after arriving in Vancouver, we drove to Chiliwack Airport to have a look at the Skyvan we will be using for this project. We cooperated with Aviation and will continue to do so for upcoming projects. We also met a local pilot, Clive, who offered us a drink and would prove to be a good instructor for the pilots flying behind the Skyvan. So we're at Chiliwack Airport now for a Canadian project with a totally different Skyvan that we're used to. Also different color, less pink obviously, but the setting is amazing. I mean, look at the mountains. It reminds me a lot of Zeltweg in Austria, which looks like very similar. The weather is so-so, but should be nice. Looking forward to put this to the test. Chiliwack Airport is located about 100 kilometers east of Vancouver and turned out to be the perfect airfield to operate from. At the foot of the mountains, with great accessibility and with a super fast and very helpful guy operating the fuel truck. The food wasn't bad either. So, we've been flying with the general idea, yeah, that's not gonna happen. So, this feels like the Air-to-Air Academy from back in the days. Did some general aviation mostly. Really nice, of course, like the mountains and the clouds and lake in the background, so yeah, really good. Lots of activity here. I'm gonna show you. Yeah. You have like some of the warbirds, old-timers ready. Yeah, we did that one, the bulldog. So yeah, pretty nice.
You don't have no problem out there, but as soon as you get near it, you're going to go that way. So what are you going to do? You don't want to go that way. What are you going to do? Yeah, so do that. Push like that. Okay, so now you're good. So it's going like this, and then you move across. So it's move across. Yeah. It's going to be and if you get a little too high, and you're going to probably feel it today if you go a bit further back, it's going to give you a lift like that, fast. And what it'll do is suck you up. If you're too close, you get the aircraft. In a tutor, the same as a snowbird aircraft, I came that far from hitting the tail of another aircraft because a student got caught. I had to hit the stick like this. We came up like that, nearly hit the tail. And another person I know did hit the tail and both planes went down. So there you go. You want to be looking like that the whole time. Well, let's say you're here first. If he turns left, which isn't hard to do, he turns on his own axis and turns. What you're turning on his axis. So you're out here now. You have a bigger radius. This is going to happen. So as soon as it says turning left, you're going to have to add some power. because you're out here, okay? Nearly finished, you okay with this? It's worth it because it'll help you.
I'd rather have you do this thing.
Okay, so...
And I'd rather have it too.
Yeah, you've got...
Just got the best pilot's briefing ever. This guy is teaching the other guy how to fly. It's amazing. The weather on the second morning was really bad, so we decided to drive to Abbotsford to pick up our badges and have a look around. We had a look at some interesting wrecks there and also met up with some of the crew and the organization of the air show. Afterwards, we drove to Skydive Vancouver. Our Skyvan pilot knew the place and we got a hangar tour. The porter looked so good in the weathered paint that we asked them to fly behind the Skyvan. You'll see that later in this video. Army, yeah. They didn't really take the effort to really take it off. I mean, look at the logo as well.
Yeah, I mean.
We did that formation though.
Yeah. Was it the first time, the first formation?
First formation logo that we did. So that was awesome.
Yeah.
You can open both doors.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
We have like the option to take that seat out.
Okay, and you can take it out and put it here, or just take it out?
We would just take it out, and then
Everybody
we've got
sits on the floor.
another little pad that sits on.
The last flight of the day would be a sunset flight with a yacht formation. The weather turned out to be perfect for it. We first did an extensive briefing with the pilots involved, as we always do, and then we took off for a breathtaking flight. Day 3 today. Just finished the first flight. Been editing some pictures from yesterday, this morning. Weather was too bad to actually fly. It was bouncy as fuck. First time I got uncomfortable while flying. Felt a little sick. But still got the pictures. And we're still doing like a second flight later today. Weather cleared up finally, so can actually like see the mountains. So that's the first time. You can actually see them in blue skies and with sun. So scenery is absolutely beautiful. It's amazing here. In the evening, we flew to Abbotsford to do a sunset flight with some of the airshow acts. We briefed with the pilots and enjoyed the show of the F-18. The sunset light was even better than the day before. So we're at Abbottsford now, just landed. The static is already here, C-17, C-5, B-52, snowbirds, and on the other side, warbirds, and beautiful evening light, just beautiful.
If you want to start playing around with like just slipping past or slipping and things, then we'll slow down some for that. I'll start losing you.
Okay.
Miles an hour or knots? Knots. Let's keep it below 120 knots.
At 110?
Yeah, 110, 120.
Actually, you said no one.
Much narrower. So that's what we say. It's comfortable. It's nice close-ups.
The morning of the last day started out really good, with an amazing flight with the Eagles, a Baron, a C-17, T-6s and an Nanchang. Unfortunately, I have no videos to show for it except these 3 short clips. Turns out I really am an idiot, or my camera malfunctioned, but unfortunately all the video footage got deleted later that day. You will see later in this video how we landed at Abbottsford to shoot 4 warbirds. It was a surprise even for me as a member of the photo crew, so I did not bring any extra memory cards. Since I was running low in memory, I decided to format the second card, which functions as a backup. That way I could continue shooting and I wouldn't lose any files. For some reason I can't understand the video footage was saved on that card while it usually saves on the first card. I checked my settings and it did say slot 1 as video slot. Anyway, I tried to recover the files when I realized my mistake, but they were never recovered. So we're back at Abbottsford to shoot these 4 beauties behind the Skyvan. All 4 of them. We were told we would have 1. Now it turns out it's all of them, so that's pretty crazy.
You might have center line, right? The center line, just keep it. We do a turn, just go a bit outside of the center line.
Okay, how we used to always do it, if you want us to go down, just to do this.
We do with the radio.
Oh, you did with the radio?
We have copies in the back, we talk to the pilot.
I'll see you guys.
Okay, so back we don't see the pilot. The first one and then we'll have to.
So 1,000 feet a minute, and you said 3,500 feet? So 3,000, so let's say it takes 4 minutes and a few more minutes to get joined up. So the second guy should take off maybe 10 minutes after you guys are airborne. And then when the second guy, or the first guy lands, then the third guy will take off. And then that'll be 5 to 8 minutes. And then by that time you guys will be about to break, get enough time for the third guy to come find.
While waiting for the warbird flight, we got to see some of the planes up close. We had a look in the Twin Otter, for example, but we weren't allowed to film. can clearly see the difference between an F-18 Hornet and a Growler. The Growler is much bigger. For this last flight of the project, Canada had one last surprise for us. While shooting the GS2 floatplane and the Pilatus Porter, Mount Baker finally showed itself in all its glory. The perfect way to end a very good project. Thanks for watching this video. As said, I expect to film way more and make more vlog-like videos in the upcoming season. These tests with the limited footage turned out to be good, with a lot of comments and a lot of views. Make sure to subscribe and don't forget to like this video.